I'm starting to wonder if Taika Waititi had a sleepover at Rian Johnson's house and maybe learned some special things from Rian Johnson, because he is starting to replicate Rian Johnson in some pretty crazy ways with some of the things he's been saying in regards to Thor 4 and his response to the fans. Now, I originally gave Taika Waititi the benefit of the doubt. I was not criticizing him quite as fast as some others when some of his early comments were being made, and that's just because I think we need to be careful about not jumping to radical assumptions and immediate anger and stuff like that over certain things, and I'm seeing that kind of happening sometimes with some of the things that my fellow YouTubers are saying. But I mean, this is 100% direct copy and paste of what Rian Johnson is doing. So let's go ahead and get into what Taika Waititi has to say here. Now, this is from Bounding to Comics. Go check out their website if you got some time, because they do a great job there. So, Marvel's Thor: Love and Thunder director Taika Waititi trolls Thor fans. I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby. Marvel's Thor: Love and Thunder director Taika Waititi took to Twitter to troll fans who don't like what they are seeing and hearing concerning the upcoming Thor film. Waititi trolled a number of fans who expressed a concern regarding the film. In one reply, he told the fan, "I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby." MB Marge said, "It is due to your Marvel work that this mess is possible. Your writing ruined Thor, his mythos, and his character," which is 100% true. I mean, it's not just him. It's based on a comic series that also basically spat on the mythos of Thor, the legacy of Thor. And Taika Waititi is following in the comics footsteps, so it's not entirely his fault, but he is obviously someone who is basically involved in this as well. So his mythos and his character. So no, I do not want to see this film if we are truly getting a Jane Foster Thor. And yeah, maybe, I mean, this is clearly someone who's a fan of Thor, who doesn't want to see a woman who hasn't been in the MCU for like 8 years suddenly coming back as Thor. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Taika Waititi responded by saying, "I'll ruin your mythos in a minute, baby." Look, Taika Waititi, I actually kind of had a little bit of respect for you at one point. I really enjoyed some of your other movies, What We Do in the Shadows. I wasn't a big fan of Thor Ragnarok, but I appreciated what you brought to the story with that. And what you did with Thor's character, especially, for the most part. But man, this is bad. This is a bad take. And in response to another fan who expresses concern regarding Waititi's Thor Ragnarok and too much comedy, which is one of my big criticisms with the film as well, Waititi responded, "Sorry in advance, sucker." Taika Waititi ruined Thor Ragnarok for me. Too much comedy. Let's hope he doesn't do the same with Thor: Love and Thunder. Sorry in advance, sucker. So, This is a common trend that is happening in Hollywood, where these directors aren't listening to what people have to say, aren't listening to what the fans want. It seems like they're going more and more out of their way to destroy the things that the fans love. I'm starting to think more and more that Hollywood wants to create chaos. They absolutely want to create chaos, and this is how they do it. Waititi would respond to another fan who stated, "There isn't a single announcement regarding this movie that I've liked." And then Taika Waititi responded, There, you'll get over it when you realize you don't know what you want until I give it to you." Which, no, we know what we want. We want Thor. We want Chris Hemsworth's Thor. That's what we want. We don't want this random Jane Foster becoming Thor, female Thor crap. We don't want it. The only people that want this are the lunatic SJWs that you continually think that you should pander to. Completely, and then Eva Victor says, "Completely normal. It makes sense that when Thor is a man, he is Thor, and when Thor is a woman, she's female Thor." Correction, she's called Mighty Thor. This is a continual supplantation, just continually trying to supplant the male characters with female characters, and not just female characters, but female characters that are better than the males. This is what this is. This is what this is. It is 100% simply for being woke, for pushing a political agenda, and it's not for the storytelling. It isn't for the storytelling. They don't care about the story. They don't. The only thing that they care about is pushing political agendas. So yeah, I don't know what these are, just from some different comics or something apparently. Man, I don't know about you guys, but Natalie Portman looks so awkward here, and I've always thought that she looked awkward. I don't know why. She just looks awkward. She just looks awkward here. Not only will Portman return as Jane Foster to become the Mighty Thor, but Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige also confirmed that the film will confirm that Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie is an LGBTQ character. Of course, we saw Tessa Thompson say that at the panel as well. That entire panel had nothing to do with the story, or, progressing Thor's story arc. It had nothing to do with that. The only thing that they focused on was identity politics and political agendas and being woke. This movie's gonna be terrible. I'm telling you right now. Thor 4 is gonna be terrible, and this is not what I want. This isn't what I want to say. I wish that I could be excited for Thor. I was excited for Thor when they first announced it. Thor 4. When they first announced it, I was like, yes, this is probably one of the only films in Phase 4 that I'm actually going to be excited about. And then they brought this stupid panel out, and Natalie Portman is apparently gonna be Thor now, which is stupid. Tessa Thompson didn't talk about anything besides her becoming gay and looking for her queen or something. And it's ridiculous. I'm starting to understand more and more how the Star Wars fans are feeling. I really am. And I hate it. I wish that we could be excited, I wish that we could be excited and talking about these projects as if they were great projects, as if we were actually had stuff to be excited about. But that's just not the state that we're in right now. And it's depressing. It really is. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about what Taika Waititi has to say here? It's clear that he doesn't care about what the fans say. He's going to do what he wants to do. And I just hope that the fans start waking up more and more. That Marvel is still in this place right now where people will go see Marvel movies no matter what. The general audiences out there will just go see a Marvel movie because, everyone knows that a Marvel movie is a good time, that they're fun, that is a great way to escape reality for a bit. But as they start to slip more and more into this political agenda nonsense, into this SJW crap, I think I'm hoping the best in people right now. But I think that people will start to wake up and people will start to go see Marvel movies less and less. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. And it'll be interesting to see how Phase 4 does. Phase 4 is a very pivotal moment for Marvel. If Phase 4 is successful, for Marvel, despite all of this nonsense, then they're going to continue to push this even harder. And they're going to go even more woke with Phase 5. I promise you that. So Phase 4 is pivotal. It really is. Make people that aware of what's happening. If you have people in your life that are excited for Marvel and Phase 4, at least tell them about some of this stuff. You don't have to try to force them to not go see these movies or anything, or tell them how to spend their money, because I am not advocating that at all. I don't think that that's ever a good thing to do, is tell people how they should spend their money. But you can at least make them aware of some of the stuff that's happening, So with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
with my heart's desire.